Rocket debris from China's space station launch is hurtling back to Earth, and scientists aren't sure where it will land. Yep, it's coming. Where's it going to be coming? Don't know. Where's it going to land? How much of it's going to land? Don't know, but don't worry. The rocket of peace, baby. A huge piece of space junk is about to make an uncontrolled re-entry back into the Earth's atmosphere, threatening to drop debris on a number of cities around the world in the coming days. Could you at least narrow it down a bit? That'd be great. It's leftovers from China's first module. Yeah, they plan at least 11 more in order to create a permanent installation in space. Why doesn't anybody care about this? It's leftover from China's first module for its new Tianhe, made by Huawei, whatever, space station, and no one knows where it will land. That's great, but we've been told that it's also being firmly tracked by the CCP, just like a certain virus of an unknown origin and causing a certain global situation. The 46,000-pound Chinese rocket Long March, that's wrong March, 5B recently launched the first module of the country's new space station into orbit. Great. Because tracking through technology is a little bit too cumbersome, so they need a fucking set of eyes out in the clouds, I suppose. After the core separated from the rest of the rocket, it should have followed a predetermined flight path into the ocean. Should have. Didn't. But now scientists have little idea where it will land and as it orbits the planet unpredictably every 90 minutes. Okay, if you know it's going to be orbiting the Earth every 90 minutes, but you don't know where it's going to land, why the fuck are you launching it to begin with? And it's traveling at about 17,324 miles per hour. So I have all of that information, but you can't figure out exactly where it's going to be fucking hurtling to Earth. I have a couple of preferred targets, like I don't think anybody would really shed too many tears if Portland decided to get it. But hey, a boy can dream. Dream of a Chinese rocket. It's the fifth one, of course, Long March 5B, if you remember that's what it's called, because the first four broke in its packaging. Its fast speed makes its landing place nearly impossible to predict, but is expected to make landfall in the coming days. Oh boy. Remember there was a meteor heading towards the Earth near the end of 2020? Well, it just took a little bit longer and it needed to be assisted by the Communist Party of China. Because it is specifically designed to withstand high temperatures, parts of it will probably survive re-entry. Probably. Don't you think you should have all this stuff kind of fucking figured out before you launch stuff into the space that could cause a potentially international incident? But it's China and the CCP, and you don't see any condemnations from CBS right now. So, and here's where we'll be making our transition. Not like a gubernatorial candidate transition, but to the next article. U.S. Space Command is aware of and tracking the location of Chinese Long March 5B in space, but its exact entry point into the Earth's atmosphere cannot be pinpointed until within hours of re-entry, Lieutenant Colonel Angela Webb, U.S. Space Command Public Affairs, told CBS News on Tuesday. God damn, if only the previous administration had created a certain section of the U.S. Armed Forces in order to be dealing with space exploration. God, I wish that would have happened, and they would have had a cool name for it and everything. I could see it now. But this was a couple days old. And Space Command has kind of updated what they're planning to do, because it's supposed to be making a landfall over the weekend, or whatever's going to be left of it, I suppose. There's no plans to shoot down the Chinese rocket, says the Pentagon chief. Why? Because if it lands, it lands, and if it doesn't, hopefully it hits the fucking water. Who knows? U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said Thursday there's no plan at this point to shoot down the remnants of the large Chinese rocket expected to plunge through the atmosphere this weekend. When? Don't know. I just hope my place is fully intact. Long March 5B rocket blasted off in China's Hainan Island on April 29th, carrying a Tianhe. As you guys know, I'm from Canada, so I need to brush up on my Mandarin for when the takeover eventually does happen, which contains what will become living quarters for 3 crew members on a permanent Chinese space station, a fate worse than death. The Tianhe launch was the first of 11 missions needed to complete the station, of course. Speaking with reporters, Austin said the hope was the rocket would land in the ocean, and the latest estimate was it would come down between Saturday and Sunday. Oh great, so in the middle of the night. Hey, because Biden's administration, this is a part of it too, canceled the fireworks demonstration in South Dakota at Mount Rushmore this year for reasons, because they're stupid and they're vengeful and they hate Republicans. Could have just substituted it with shooting anything that would come into United States airspace with a magnesium-filled missile. That would have been cool. That would have made for a great boom and terrific photo op. So yeah, if this kills anybody, I'll report on it. I'd love to know where it's going to land. Who knows if it's just going to make a big splash out into the ocean, but I think we're trying to reduce ocean pollution. And that's why, at least in Canada, we've gotten rid of single-use plastic bags and straws and six-pack holders, because we need to make sure that the birds can roam free. Just don't mind all those pictures that are surfacing with all the disposable masks with them wrapped around everything. Well, let's check in with the world's most eligible bachelor. That would be Bill Gates, of course, because yeah, he's definitely not doing anything fucking weird or creepy. Bill Gates funded company releases genetically modified mosquitoes in the United States. Could possibly go wrong. They're putting Microsoft in our mosquitoes. Hopefully it's Windows Vista, so that they're too stupid to really take off. Genetically modified mosquitoes have been released for the first time in the United States as part of an experiment to combat insect-borne diseases such as dengue fever, yellow fever, Zika virus, and distribute the vaccine. UK-based biotechnology firm Oxitec, which is founded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, said it released the mosquito in 6 locations in Monroe County's Florida Keys, 2 in Cujo Key, 1 in Ramrod Key. Oh, is that where Ramrod Ranch is? And 3 on Vaca Key. It's part of an effort to help tackle a disease-transmitting invasive mosquito population. The Aedes aegypti mosquito species that's responsible for virtually all mosquito-borne diseases transmitted to humans, according to the company. This isn't weird at all now, is it? These mosquitoes make up about 4% of the mosquito population. Not for long. It's one of those new strands, one of the new variants of mosquitoes out there that is quickly taking over the mosquito population. It's fucking weird. And transmit dengue, Zika, and yellow fever. That's racist. And other human diseases, as well as heartworm and other potentially deadly diseases to pets and other animals. The experiment is in collaboration with the Florida Keys Mosquito Control District, whatever, and is approved by the United States Environmental Protection Agency. Oh, that's good. At least it has the EPA signature of approval. It's not like they haven't done horrific shit in the past. The Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, yes, just consume and don't ask questions. The U.S. Center for Disease Control and the CDC has got their stamp on it too. So you know it's good. The EPA and the CDC, they got your back and your arms. Over the next 12 weeks, fewer than 12,000 mosquitoes are expected to emerge each week for approximately 12 weeks. That's a lot. Untreated comparison sites will be monitored with mosquito traps on Key Colony Beach, Little Torch Key, and Summerland Key. If successful, some 20 million, undersold that. Additionally, genetically modified mosquitoes will be released later this year, carrying don't know what type of horrors the Bill Gates Foundation will be unleashing onto the world. God, I would have thought a foundation named after the Clintons would be fucking horrifying, but the Gates Foundation, I'm pretty sure this one takes the cake. I guess that's one way to get over vaccine hesitancy, if you just put it in fucking mosquitoes. Not saying that's the case, but man, if you research Bill Gates long enough, you know that that's not terribly far down his thought process. Let's switch gears again, and we got some more disturbing Canadian stuff. Listen, okay, we ended on a Florida story, and what Florida's doing with their schools is terrific and exactly the bizarro version, the Hall of Mirrors distinction with what's happening with Canadian schools. And if you'd like to stick around for that, that'll be horrifying and enlightening. And just a word to the wise, never elect somebody woke to the highest office in your land. With that said, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I'm Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.